What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Men the Podcast. I am your host, Jacob Hale, and as you can see, we're taking our podcast on the road. We're at the Taste of St. Louis Festival. We're going to be walking around talking to small businesses and really getting a taste of kind of what their trials were in starting the business, what was their purpose in it all, and the community factor with everything. And with that being said, I have a mic, we have a camera. Let's go ahead and do some interviews. Start this off. Go ahead, let everyone know your name of your business, and of course where they can find you.
Sure. My name's Tim Seville. I own Daddies Eyewear with my wife. It's www.daddieseyewear.com. You can go on Amazon, but mostly our website. So we're local out of St. Louis area, Wentzville based, but so greater St. Louis, but it's easier to say St. Louis to people.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I'm originally from Chicago, and it's the same thing. I'm from like a western suburb.
Yeah.
But I'm not just gonna tell you the name. I'm just gonna say Chicago.
Yeah.
Like it's close enough.
When I say Wentzville, people from Kansas City have no idea or whatever. Ozarks, they don't know.
There's no reason to. Well, I will say, first of all, thank you for letting us wear the glasses for the interview here. These glasses are actually really nice.
They look good.
Yeah, I'm definitely a sunglasses guy, especially, we're young, so we're gonna go out, we're gonna do our thing, all that stuff. But these are really nice. I actually really like these.
Nice.
What got you into getting into sunglasses? Were you just making this at home one day and decided it looked kind of cool, or?
So we were working in our garage doing e-commerce. We used to manufacture products and sell them on Etsy, and it was a lot of handmade and hot hours in the garage. And we were like, I don't know if it could sustain itself over time, because as I get older, I couldn't really hire people to do that job. It's kind of the teach a man to fish type thing, where if you can teach them to fish, they eat for a lifetime. So if I teach them what I was doing, they could essentially steal my business and do it themselves.
Yeah.
So I was like, maybe we want to do something that's sort of more corporate-ish, where I can design, develop, do all the back-end things that is a lot harder for the average person. You got to spend a lot of time doing it, to figure it out. And then also the money to put into it to start the business. I was like, if I could start something like that, then maybe I could hire employees to help, work for me and then grow instead of spending all that time myself. That was sort of the goal. And we did it. We started it, but we don't have employees yet. I don't know.
Yeah.
But just the fact of trying to get out of that mode of I can do everything myself, and I need help or other people to help me assist in growing a business. It's like a completely different field, but I like that. I hope to get to that point.
Yeah, and that's just a big thing of life in general. You want to be really good. Everything's pushed to be the best version of yourself, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? But at some point, there is a community aspect of it. There is a group aspect to it where you can bring people along. We can all work together towards a common goal. And it can be more effective. It can even be better than just being a solo person. But you're starting this off, of course. It makes sense, start doing everything how you want to see it, then build it up from there. Then you start building the structures and all that stuff. I'm going to tell you right now, you're definitely giving me party promoter vibes. Have you DJ'd before or anything?
No, I actually went to school for audio production, but I've always just liked, I don't know, having fun with people. Growing up, all my friends were just going out all the time, even going on flow trips and stuff, just whatever, free things that were fun. And I like to be around positive people and just, I don't know, you're talking about having other people involved in being the community aspect of things. This is I like talking to people. I like being a part of that, and I FOMO when I'm not. And so sunglasses was really cool because we're everybody likes them. When it's more of a party theme, ours is adult themed, and we're sort of trying to target an audience of people that don't want to buy expensive sunglasses because they know that they're going to lose them, break them, whatever. I don't know, like when I'm around those types of people, it's my people. And I was like, this could be a little edgy, it could be a little risque for like our marketing and, you know, stuff like that. But there's other people out there like me that like that type of thing. So why not, you know, give it a shot. And I don't know, I've just like to have a good time. And I wanted to do, like, part of one of the things with our business is like, I wanted to do some sort of donations and things with sunglasses that I could give to community. Like, I've had friends that committed suicide, and I was like, I want everyone to be able to feel like they're loved, liked, like having a good time or whatever. And I was like, I want to give money back to something like that. I don't really know how to go about doing that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, at least from my experience, the people that have had that happen to them, or they, you know, they go through that, it's almost like, how do you help them? You get people that just say, yeah, it's okay, like whatever, don't do this, don't do that. But are they really getting help? Like, I don't know. It's almost like they need a friend. And like, I would rather just be someone's friend than even just like give them money. If they needed money to help them do stuff, to like get them out of a hole, if it's like a debt situation, something, that's cool, like, of course. But
yeah,
I want to be a friend of people. I want to be positive, and I want to, you know.
Well, I just want to say, absolutely, my condolences. You know, I'm really sorry to hear about that.
Yeah.
But
not trying to bring the mood down.
No, that's perfectly fine. And that, honestly, that's very powerful, because similar to us, you know, our biggest goal is we want to create that sense of community for the same reason. So many young people like us that are growing up, that they don't have that guidance. They don't have a sense of direction, right? And they're not bad people, right? They just don't have the people around them to foster that positive energy and that productivity. So to have a platform like us, or to have a message like you guys to say, yeah, we can have fun, we can do this together, we're all in this together, this can be great, we can have a great life and a good experience, you know, that goes a long way. I don't ever want to undermine that at all for whatever you're doing. So I appreciate that. And definitely we'll talk. I guess I'll shout them out for sure. There's actually a podcast that I know. Shout out to Underwater Fly Zone. Great group of guys. I'll actually connect you with them at the end of this. Okay. But you know, he had a similar story, and he now is selling shirts with like message on it and similar stuff like that. But I'll at least get the ball rolling in that, connect you, because you guys definitely have similar stories. And I see what he's able to do now and all the people he's able to impact. So I have no problem bridging that and helping you guys do the same with
awesome.
But in talking about the business, Daddies Eyewear, what would you say was some of the biggest struggles and issues that you had with starting this company, and how were you able to overcome it?
Well, a lot of it was really, I had no idea what I was doing. So a learning process was really important, just trying to figure out the specifics of sunglasses, which I always assumed they were just sunglasses, right?
Yeah.
But they're not. I mean, there's a lot more that goes into it. It's technically a medical device. So it's regulated by the FDA, and like, these are things I didn't know. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
So like, just that back end learning process was really hard. I mean, that was a big one. It took a long time. And then really what we still encounter right now, since we're pretty new and small, I mean, we're like 2 years old, but it's getting our name out there, the advertising, the marketing, finding events, just trying to find places to go. And I don't know. I mean, it's when you do events, like we did Taste this year. And so when we do Taste STL again, or in the past, like we'll keep doing that because we know it exists and it's a good event. We see people, meet people, and have a good time. But yeah, just finding other things. Like around here, it's like Apple Butter Festival, and like I don't know. Like, does an adult sunglass brand fit at the Apple Butter Festival? I'm not sure. So we hit the Ozarks a lot, trying to get down to like the coast, maybe like Florida, stuff like that. I was trying to keep it represented here in the Midwest though, because there's not, I don't know of a lot of sunglasses that are from the Midwest, especially St. Louis. So I wanted to, like, we have our Party Coves, like these sunglasses, named them after the Party Cove in the Ozarks, because that's, you know, Party Cove.
Yeah.
People know what that is. But, you know, it's hard to stay away from the coast because that's where there's a lot of beachy, bright, sunny things. I don't know. It's sort of a struggle. It's a give and take. I like to represent, but also like got to grow somehow.
Yeah, of course. I mean, at the end of the day, the more people that you see, the more you can finally revert them back to the origin of like, hey, we're a Midwestern brand.
That's why
like
online
that. So
I felt like was good, because anybody can go online and find us.
Right. But really, just getting the message out there, getting as many eyes, and then you can always find them back in to say, like, what are these guys really about? Oh, they started in the Midwest. Oh, where's Missouri at? You know, I've never heard of this. You know, so definitely for sure, it's the same thing with us. You know, being filmed out of St. Louis. You know, you hear a podcast getting filmed, New York, Los Angeles, Atlanta. You know, the big places like that, but there's still human beings that live here. Everyone still has a story to tell. So it doesn't matter where you're starting from. It's more just the impact that you're able to do.
Absolutely.
And speaking of impact, from a community standpoint, you know, the overarching thing, small businesses really run this country for sure. And definitely in St. Louis, there's so many mom and pop shops out here. I'm glad there's festivals like these are able to show them this type of love and get them this exposure. But from your brand, you know, what would you say the community building aspect, like one, how's that going? But two, like, you know, where do you see this going? Like, is there a particular person you want to see wearing this? Or is it like, you know, we're just handing this out. We want people to have a great time. We want it to be a party. We want to host our own music festival.
Yeah, I mean, it would be like, we always talked about we should have like a pool party or something like, or go to like Vegas and like host a party. That'd be cool. Like, you know, eventually in the future, it'd be awesome to do that type of thing.
Yeah.
I just really wanted to grow it and have people that like, I don't know, like on our website, I don't remember the copy that I wrote, but I wrote all this stuff for our website that was like, we want it to be like bright and bold and want people to be themselves and not be, you know, so like it's kind of weird through sunglasses to try to portray that message, but like we want to be inclusive. We want everyone to just love each other and everyone to be, you know, having a good time. And so like when we're building community in that aspect, like we did Pride, like, you know, we're not prejudiced against anything. So like that's sort of the point too. And that along with the other like sort of other reasons of why we started it, to try to do things like donations, support of other like just a lot of stuff. Suicide in particular was one of them. But I also like domestic abuse and things like that. It's like things I want to donate to because I know people that have been hurt by that type of thing. But like the goal of the sunglasses themselves is to just give people some sort of freedom of expression for themselves. Really. Yeah,
absolutely. Well, I will say, I actually really like these glasses. And I'm not really just doing this. Like, I actually took the time. I spent like $150 on a good pair of sunglasses. And these are literally the same thing. And these are only like, what, $30 or something like that?
$25.
$25. I'm actually very upset because I'm telling you, I got those glasses and I'm thinking I'm the man. I'm like, these are great. These are all, I'm looking at these now. I'm like, bro, like I think I got ripped off.
I mean, I love other sunglasses too. Don't get me wrong. Like we started our brand also, one of the things was like, we got tired of spending that type of money because you see when a brand starts out, they start out like us and they're pretty low price trying to make those sales. And then they still sell the same things, but the price gets higher and higher and higher as they get bigger because they got to cover more funds, advertising, whatever. I'm like, it's the same thing. It's always been the same thing. They're all plastic lenses, plastic frames, or maybe metal. I don't know, maybe wood, depends, but none of it is crazy expensive.
Yeah, and to give an honest critique, especially to our viewers, to really understand, just saying, it's great, it's great. You know, the expensive sunglasses versus cheap ones, in my opinion. The expensive ones, they're still able to give you that good filter and that tint from the sun and everything, but it's still a very clear view of what you're looking at. Versus when you go the cheaper options that, they can still maybe kind of tint the sun, but it won't be as clear. It'll kind of look a little blurry. It'll look a little off-putting. Like you'll find yourself taking it off a couple times to try to see better. But glasses like these and then the more expensive brands, to be able to like, you can wear these and not even notice that you're wearing it because you can see everything. You don't feel the need to take it off and look closer and all that stuff. So that's my honest critique of it and why I enjoy these a lot. I think these are great. But other than that, as we're closing this out, go ahead, let everyone know again your social media handle, where they can find you at, and everything of that sort.
So we're at Daddies Eyewear across the board: TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, and then daddieseyewear.com for our website.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. That was awesome. Okay, now to start this off, go ahead, let everyone know your name, name of your business and where they can find you at.
Hello, my name is Hanan and I'm the owner of the Queen of Macaron LLC. I'm a strictly online shop. You can always find me online at www.thequeenofmacaron.com, and also every Saturday at Tower Grove and every other big events, just like today at Taste of St. Louis.
Awesome. Yeah, I've been kind of seeing a lot with small businesses and how they're not your typical brick and mortar anymore. They're more of the online e-commerce type of thing. Do you think that's a large part due to kind of just overhead costs and supplies and things like that, or is there a strategic advantage of just being strictly online?
Well, for me, for now, the online one is working perfectly for me as I make my own schedule. Of course,
yes,
regarding my family as well. So yes, that's why I.
No, absolutely. That's definitely the most important.
Yes.
And I'm sure your kitchen is amazing with all this baking stuff going on here and everything like that.
Yes.
And we got music now. That's awesome.
Fine.
But let's talk about kind of your origin story and what got you into all this. Was it like just a random baking class and you realized you can start selling it, or kind of what got you into?
Actually, I am originally from Morocco, so I grew up eating all the yummy French pastries, and when I moved here, I missed all those goodies, and I started baking for all my friends for their birthdays and showers, and then everybody were like, well, I guess it's a very good idea to just go ahead and start, and when I did, it just bloomed.
Yeah.
We've been in the business for a little over 3 years, so yeah.
Yeah, now I will say, I don't know if a lot of people on the camera can see, but I have a lot of reason to believe you might be the most interesting woman on the planet here, because we were talking beforehand, you speak 4 different languages.
Right.
I don't remember the name, but you have 2 different eye colors, which is amazing.
I got hair from, yes.
I already know that's literally like probably 10 people in the world that have that.
Yeah, it happens 1 in a million.
Yeah.
Correct.
And then you just started making stuff from scratch and just was like, I'm just going to sell it.
Yes. Made all with passion and love.
That is amazing. And that is always the coolest thing about small businesses, hearing about them, is that, like, it's easy to talk to just a millionaire and they're just like, yeah, I did this and sold on the stock market and all that stuff. But it's really cool to talk to like just normal people that are just, and hearing these stories like that, where it's like really just very simple things that you enjoy doing. And then you just decide to spread that and grow that and hand that out to more and more people.
Yeah, especially when you want to build like a business, you face a lot of challenges, especially like nobody knows you yet. You'll have to build like your clientele.
Yeah.
So yeah, that takes a lot of time and a lot of work.
Yeah, speaking of challenges, what would you say, as long as you've been in business, has been some of your biggest challenges, and how have you been able to overcome?
At first, it was a little scary because I wasn't sure how this would, especially I started it in the middle of the pandemic, 2020. So I wasn't sure, but I just went ahead and did it. And so far, I'm so happy I actually did.
Yes. And I would double that to everyone that's watching this too. The biggest thing, you just have to have belief in yourself.
Correct.
It really just comes down to the confidence. It's going to seem weird. It's going to seem corny. It's going to seem like it's not going to work at first. Even with us in this YouTube channel, we've had our own doubts, but just having that confidence in yourself and the belief that you'll make it right and you're willing to work hard to get it there.
Yes, and I'm just so grateful for all the support that I got from my friends and family and from my husband. Yeah, it's my bigger fan.
Yeah, absolutely. So when we talk about small businesses, and the most important reason why we're even doing this is the community aspect of the small business.
Correct.
Everyone growing up has had that small business that they went to growing up, where they knew the owners, they knew the people, and they got to watch you grow up as a person. And then obviously they supplied you with either good food, good service, anything of that such. In your personal business here, I think, what would you say is the community aspect that you get out of this? Now, this can be personal. This can be just a philosophical thing, just overall. This is what we can do. But
from my aspect, I would say making people happy and enjoy all my yummy food, my yummy macarons.
Yeah. Hey, if all else fails, as long as you feed people, you'll be on the right
Correct.
track every time.
Yes, yes.
But before we end this, I would say go ahead, let everyone know your name again, name of the business, and of course where they can find you.
Sure. As I said, my name is Hanan, and you can find me every Saturday at Tower Grove Market. And you can follow me on Instagram, and you'll see all my pop-ups and more info about all the events that I'll be attending for the end of the year.
Okay.
Yes.
Sounds
Thank you.
good.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. All right, so we just finished all the interviews. First thing I want to say, I want to give a thanks to the Taste of St. Louis for hosting this event, allowing all of these small restaurants and businesses to come here and showcase what they have for us. Another thing I want to do for you, the fan, I want you guys comment down below. Let us know what other restaurants in the St. Louis area you want us to go talk to, sit down and have an interview with. This was a lot of fun, and we talked to some amazing people, so we have no worries of keeping this going. So let us know in the comments down below who we should talk to next.